Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington with part 5 of my Agents of Yesterday character leveling. I should tell you, I've kind of let this character go. It's been over a year since part 4, so I have no idea what to expect. I've forgotten everything I've done with this character. I just left him here at the end of part 4. I logged onto him a couple of times since then, but I haven't done anything with him. I've just left him standing in the same place he was at the end of part 4. I just logged on to see if he was still there, but I haven't done anything with him. And maybe I've logged on 2, 3, maybe 4 times just to see if he was there, and then only for 30 seconds at a time. So a whole year has passed, and it's time to continue his leveling. In that year, the big Star Trek Online rebalancing has happened, so there might have been a few changes that I'm unaware of for this character. I mean, one thing I'm noticing after watching part 4 of my video from a year ago is there's one of the icons might be missing, a grenade thing. They might have updated it and I might have to replace it since I played this character last. Anyway, I just want to check through the character and make sure things are as they were, or if I need to update anything or change anything. I can see that this is flashing, which is telling me that season 13.5 has begun in the time since I last played him. And if you want to pause on that and read it, you can. I'm not going to read through it all. So let's refresh myself with this character. He's got a few things, not much because he's only level 10. Is that all? I remember I played through all the original series things on this character, got him as far as current space dock and abandoned him, sort of. So let's see what he's got. See if he's got anything. What's this? Ooh, Admiralty ship. Specialization points. Temporal agent pack. Transponder. I've just got to remind myself all about a temporal agent because this is the only one I ever played and I abandoned him after level 10. So I'm just reminding myself of what he has, because I'm completely forgotten everything I did with him. Just give me an idea of what he's like. That was the inventory. Oh, he's got nothing in his kits. Ah, Stitch in Time. I remember this ship. It's because it was a temporal ship. Not a temporal ship. It was his first original ship. On the grounds that the stats aren't that accurate and his gear isn't good. I suppose we could put on a phaser beam for him, but we'll wait until we're out in space before we make any adjustments. His skills, he's got 2 ground points and 6 space points to spend. His traits, he's got an extra trait slot and some other trait things he still has to earn. Bridge officer stations, his bridge officers, I wouldn't suppose they're that good. I don't remember, so I've got to refresh myself on where he's at. No space traits for any of these officers. Most of them are green. There's a purple tactical one there. So this video is likely to be a bit odd while I still catch up on what he's doing and anything about him. Oh, he's actually moved for the first time in a year. I seem to recall I did log on into once to run to the bank and back, but I didn't actually do anything. I just wanted to have a look. But maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't remember. Let's have a look in his bank anyway. Oh, that's the exchange. Nothing in his bank. My account bank full of stuff from my main character. But I'm not going to be using any of that on this character. I'm going to try and level him up without actually spending anything more than what he earns. I wonder, does he have any dilithium to refine? No, I wouldn't be that lucky. Not at this stage anyway. And I've got nothing on the mission parameters to do. So I've got to find out what he is supposed to be doing next. So let's click on the episodes. Those are all the agents of yesterday. He did in videos part 1 through 4. And he's completed them all. And he did Welcome to Earth Space Dock, the new Earth, the modern Earth Space Dock compared to the original Series 1. So his next episode is obviously Stranded in Space. A Lieutenant Level 1 episode, and I'm a Lieutenant Commander Level 10. Save the crew of a Bolian freighter from the fierce Orion Syndicate. Well, let's hail.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth Space Dock. It may need assistance. Please talk to Malcolm Sissel in the shipyard. He will have more information about the missing vessel than I do.
Hang on a minute. Isn't the text different to what he's actually saying? Lieutenant Commander, I received a report that Bolian freighter, the SS Azura, is more than 20 hours overdue for arrival at Earth Space Dock. It may need assistance. Dana Brott is an experienced captain and the daughter of former Starfleet officer. It's not like her to be out of contact. Your orders are to head out to sector space and find the Azure. I've already transmitted the ship's last known coordinates to your con officer. Good luck. I'll get some ship gear with this episode, so we'll accept that. So Stranded in Space is our next mission. Ooh, I'm still getting help pop-ups. People with missions available have icons above their heads. Located nearby is Ensign. Well, okay then. Didn't get time to read that. To beam back to your ship, press... There's nothing to press there, you've got to press that. I might disable those pop-ups at some point. But I'll leave them on for now since I had them on before. What I did want to do, and what I attempted to do before I ended part 4, was to check my chat channels to make sure everything is as it should be, and this should be set to fleet. Although I'm not in a fleet, but I do have my own fleets on my main characters, so I've set that to the Meriki Command Meriki Revenge chat, which is my Meriki Command, my Federation fleet, Meriki Revenge, my Klingon fleet. Although I'm not actually in either of them on this character. Same here. Oh, Subspace Channel 1, that's for the Novacron Armada channel, which Meriki Command is a part of. We've got the DPS channels from my main character. We'll just set it to DPS 10,000 for now, even though this character couldn't even dream of doing 10k. Trade channel, that should be set to the Nerds of Prey public service, even though it's not technically a trade channel. It helps you get things from fleet star bases and stuff that you haven't got access to on your own fleet. The combat readout and the NPC words. Yeah, that all seems good to me. Good enough for now. The last time I was messing with this, I was trying to change the colours of everything so I could tell which channel was which at a glance. Anyway, I suppose I'd bet to... Ooh! No, we haven't got any reputations yet. I wondered why that was flashing green. Stations. Traits. Maybe we should put on some new traits now that we've got some. So what ground traits should I put on along with soldier, mental discipline, aggressive, that gives threat, 5% damage and 5% threat, 15 side damage resistance, 20 confuse rating, 5 bonus damage and 10 severity. What do we got here? Crippling fire. Minus 2.5 accuracy penalty inflicted from a critical hit with crippling fire. That doesn't sound good to me. This trait causes all of your critical hits with attacks to reduce your target's accuracy, not my accuracy. That's good. Beam training, bulkhead technician. Let me remind myself what Colt is. Ah, yes, he's a tactical officer, so I've got to build towards that whenever I make any changes to him. So, what shall I put on? I think I should put on something Healy at first, just until I get used to what this low-level character is like. Weapons training might be a good one to put on. Rifle training. Bonus phaser damage. Bonus rifle damage. And for a space trait, where has he gotten all these traits from? Accurate, crippling fire, elusive. Innocuous operative might be a good one to use. Oh no, it's not that great, but it might be worth having more. Innocuous fleet coordinator. No, I'm not going into any team matches with this character anytime soon. Elusive increases defense rating. That's a good thing to have on a low ranking character. Let's just keep looking through to familiarise myself. I don't normally play low end characters. Normally just concentrate on my main. I'm thinking innocuous for now, because I get the crit severity, but I also reduce my threat level. Although this might be good to use. Ah, yeah, let's go with operative. And he needs some skills. He's got 6 points and 2 ground. So where shall I put these points? Well, weapons is a good thing to have. But I'm not sure I really want to spend any points yet. I should really, but I want to wait until see, because I don't want to have to retrain him at some point. But then you get free retraining tokens as you level up, I believe. So let's give him some weapons training. Let's give him 2 energy weapons for now. Hull capacity or hull restoration. I think restoration might be a little better than capacity at this level. And he'll probably need some shield regeneration as well. At the low level, I think maybe regeneration is more important than capacity. I think we've got another point to spend before we unlock Lieutenant Commander. And since we've got 2 points left, we can put 1 more point in Lieutenant, and then that will unlock Lieutenant Commander to give us, so we can spend the other point on a higher rank ability. Now, do I want to put on more weapon for him? Since he is attack, or should I put on a torp? I think he's going to want torpedoes. I don't normally use them, but I think this character might want them. So yeah, I'll give him a torpedo skill. And now that unlocks these. We've got targeting expertise, defense maneuvering, drain, control, impulse, electroplasma. Maybe we should go into space to see some of the, before we put on the next point. But I'm going to get more points as I level up, so I might as well put 1 in something I know is useful for now. So I'm thinking targeting expertise. Why not? I'm just guessing here. I don't claim to be a skilled person at doing this sort of thing. So I wouldn't advise people copy me with their lower characters while they're leveling up. Now for the ground skills, well, we've got 2 points, so it's all about your armor in ground skills and weapons. You max out your weapons and then put whatever's left into armor. So let's give them some weaponry. Weapon criticals, weapon expert, weapon penetration. Let's try that one. Probably end up with them all at some point. Do we want him to train in photon grenade or smoke grenade? We want him to be able to train people in photon grenade, because that's more useful than smoke grenade. And what's this? Defense. Hang on a minute. Seems to be willpower or device expert. Device expert is more for engineers, I suppose. So willpower. This skill increases your ability to resist incoming control effects. Well, that is probably useful for a tactical. So we've spent all his skill points. Now let's look at bridge officer stations. Let's remind ourselves of our bridge officer skills and what they've got unlocked and what they haven't, which isn't much. Only 1 thing at each level. This officer must be promoted first to learn abilities of this rank. No energy credits. Little dilithium, so I can't really do much here. Anyway, he's a white officer, a white common officer, so and that's a purple, and that's a purple. So we got that's a common. So we got a tactical breach officer who's a very rare. So he might be better. Ah, he's already on there. And for an engineering officer, it's a green one is the best we've got at the moment. And for a science officer, a green one is the best we've got. And they're not trained in any specializations, I wouldn't think, at this level. What do we got here? I tell you, I've forgotten everything about Agents of Yesterday. Holographic Bridge Crew, the old series. Oh, I must have logged on and claimed that at some point. Or I didn't have to move the character to claim him. I just click on the promotion tab. Admiralty ship, I must have claimed that at some point. Promotional. Ooh. Is that ground officer that also works in space? Duty officer. Let's have a look at duty officer list. Oh, we haven't got access to duty officers yet. We've got to go up another level. But the holographic bridge crew's interesting, but we've only got one slot, so we can't really use them. I've got a kit module. I don't remember getting that. Anyway, let's have a look at our ground officers and their skills. I wonder, can we promote any of them? Well, we'll start with the ones that are already on their stations. So this guy just got promoted. Promote my engineer. Promote the science officer. And we've got a ground officer who probably needs promoting as well. There we go. I don't think I'm going to need any more from these two heals and an attack. I think they're alright for now. I wonder, did I get anything for reaching level 10? New ship? New trade slot? Permission to buy next rank of ships? Does that mean I can say goodbye to a stitch in time? Well, let's go have a look at us at the shipyard then. See if I do have a new ship to select. What ships have I already got? Just the first one I was given when I first started this character, and a shuttle. So we should be able to get a new ship for the Lieutenant Commander rank, I believe. So, shuttle and starship acquisitions. Get a new ship. Ranks, Lieutenant Commander. Question is, which ship do I want? Or am I only limited to getting one particular ship? That one will cost then. So will that. So will that. And I think I bought this ship on my main character. That's why he's available here. If it was an account unlock. But I don't want to use that one, I don't think. So the free ship is one of these ones. And you know what I'm going to go for, since I'm an original series kind of guy. I could go for the escort because he's a tactical. Or I could go for the cruiser even though he's not an engineer. I think I'll go for the escort. So, what do I call it? We've had a stitch in time. Shall we call him a stitch in time 2? Or a stitch in time A? I'm dyslexic, so I just got to check the spelling. Stitch in time. There, that should do it. Stitch in time A. Let's ready the ship. And we can remove the junk that comes with the ship. Even though I've probably not got much better. Now, what is on here? Yes, we haven't got much better than what's already been put on. So first of all, we're going to choose the weapons, of course. That's what I normally do when I build a ship. I choose weapons first. Nice phaser there. Cannons. Well, it's got to be a phaser build. I'm not going to put on cannons yet. Well, I might. Depends what consoles I have, but for now, I'll just go with straightforward beam arrays. Oh, you won't be able to trade it. Where did I get this beam array from? It must have been a drop or something. I think I'm going to go for the beam back up. I'd like to broadside right now, while I'm still a low rank. Though it might be wise to put on some of them. I could put a torpedo on. The beam bank or the would be a good phaser cannons to put on. This beanbag would be good, but just to stay in theme. It's hard to decide when you're on a low level character and you're not used to playing them. I mean, this would be beneficial, this would be beneficial, but more so than these two. In fact, these two might have to go as aft weapons. Or one of them at least. I could put the torque on the back. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Put these on the front. That way I've got a good broadsider. Deflector. Well, it's either that deflector or that one. Oop, just swatted a fly. That one. Engines, nothing really better than what I've already got. Warp core, nothing better than what I've already got. Besides, I like these old ones. And shield, of course. That's a shuttle shield, isn't it? No, it's not. Devices. I haven't got anything special, so might as well just use up the batteries. Tactical consoles to boost weapons, haven't got any. Well, that is interesting. Science console, only got one, so I've got to use it, no choice. Shield healing, that's interesting. Engineering console, some armour. That's about the best I can do right now. No tactical consoles, and no ability to buy any. Not that I don't think I would anyway at this point. A lot of this stuff is useless. And a lot of the stuff I just put on came from the shuttle. Okay, so that's about the best I can do for now on this character. For gear-wise, anyway. Now, let's have a look at my ground officer. Oh, got to see my... No, wasn't Tarsi the purple one? Yes. So obviously Tarsi will go here. She's going to need better skills. We haven't got anything to train her yet. And I don't want to get my other characters to help out this character. I want to see if I can level this character up without any assistance from my main character. Got Jarek or Natalie. Let's have a look. Jarek is common, so is Natalie, and that just makes the decision. Which one's got the shortest skirt? Natalie. And it gives us tactical team, which is good. So we're going to have to make do with beam overload for a while until we can get fire at will, I suppose. Does Jarek have fire at will? I wouldn't think so. Yes, he does. Even though he's only a common white officer, he's got fire at will, which is an important skill to have for a beam array boat. So I'm thinking I'm going to put him on instead of this purple one. And Tarsi can go here. That way I've got the that will put my power into the shield that's facing the enemy. Every time I hit it, that will make my weapons fire at everything, and that'll give me some torp skill, some torp damage, so that might be better. Because I would have just had a common white on here anyway, I believe. Yeah, so I've got the purple on anyway, so that was going to be a common white all along. Because the first one was the purple, and the second tactical officer would have had to be a common white, regardless of how I arranged them. And I've only got one engineer, so it would have to be that guy with engineering team for the whole heel. And I've only got one scientist, so it'll have to be that person. No science team? I thought I had science team. No, that's unusual. I thought I had science team in my last ship. Maybe not. I'm not going to worry too much about their ground skills because they haven't got any. Nope, I'm just making do with the ones that come with the officers. There's no choices to be made, not at this level, not till I get some training manuals. But I'd have to earn stuff to get that. They're going to need ground gear, so we'll start with Tarsi, because she's the purple one, so we'll give Tarsi the best ground gear. Well, give me the best ground gear and give my officers whatever's left over, starting with Tarsi. So for now I'm going to take off all the gear from all of them, so I can familiarise myself with what I have and what I don't have. Just remove everything from all of them. Myself included, I think. No, I've got no space to put any of that stuff in my inventory, so I'll leave it for now. And let's see what we got here then. Right, we've got two kits to choose from, and obviously that one is better than that one. What kit abilities do we have? We've only got grenade, so put on grenade. body armor. What's the best body armor we've got? Well, we've got 3 to choose from. Well, I was supposed to look at that one. Gives you health, whereas that one gives you hit points, and this gives shield regeneration. So this one's obviously the best one, so it'll have to do. For shielding, we've got Mark II shields here at uncommon, but we've got a Mark whatever number that is. I'm not good with Roman numerals. It could be better. You don't necessarily go for the higher colour just because it's got a mod. So these are basically exactly the same. Rapidly regenerate after not taking damage for 3 seconds. 2 seconds if crouching. Reduces disruptive damage to shields by 20%. And I'll probably be fighting Klingons at this level or disruptor users. Rapidly regenerates after not taking damage for 3 seconds. 2 if crouching. That doesn't reduce disruptive damage but makes up of it for maximum capacity. I'm thinking this common shield might be better than these ones that resist disruptors. Oh no, reduces disruptor by 20%, that's a lot. Whereas this is just has more capacity to make up for the lack of disruptor mod. And that capacity is not just limited to disruptor. But I think I'm going to be fighting lots of enemies with disruptors at this early level, so maybe I should use the uncommon ones with disruptor mod. So I'm sacrificing capacity for a reduction of disruptor damage. Weapons. Well, we've got 3 rifles here. And that one's obviously going to be the best because it's got 2 mods that are critical hit and damage. And for a secondary weapon, well, we don't want to put the same one on again, so have a look at some of the others. It would be nice to have a bat lift or something. But might as well just have a Type 2 phaser. Although that one's a wide arc. So that's the main character sorted. Let's get these off for now. I'll do them later. So the next person is my most important ground person, the purple one. Give her the next best armor. Maximum hit points or health regeneration. I think health regeneration is more important. Because that might mean she can stay alive. That's really on me. Whereas hit points will make her last longer in combat, but then she'll die. Whereas health regeneration She may not last as long in combat, but she'll be able to get back up again. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm going to go with. For shields, reduce disruptor damage for her, yep. And as a weapon, the only uncommon one I've got. Next ground person, another tactical one. Tacticals will always get the best stuff because they're the more offensive officers. Now I've got no decent shields for him, so he's going to have to go with that. And no decent weapon. So he's going to have to go with that. Next ground officer, would an engineer be more important than a scientist in ground combat, or a scientist more important? He's got medical generator, and engineers tend to heal more than science tend to disrupt and confuse. Or at least that's been my build experience. Your builds may vary. So the next most important one, in my opinion, would be the engineer. Oh no, he's a freaking Tellarite. He's going to need it. He's going to need protection. And he's got nothing but the basic stuff. I could give him a disruptor, but phasers are more in keeping with a Federation character. And then there's my scientist net. But there's no armor for Temet yet. Rubbishy shields. And she's a scientist, so she's probably going to try something experimental and different, like a disruptor. And that leaves one officer that isn't a ground officer. That isn't one of my ground officers, I think. Ooh, she's in a modern uniform. But all she can have is a shield. Shouldn't she get a modern weapon? Wouldn't she have come with a modern weapon? I've given him the modern weapon. Because he's the one I'm going to be using on the ground, whereas this one I'm not using her on the ground at the moment, so it doesn't really matter what she has for her ground abilities. So she's had... Ah, there's a modern weapon. It isn't being used at the moment. Let's just make sure everybody's promoted properly. Yep. She needs promoting. I think that's about the best I can do here. Let's have a look at some of this stuff. What is it? Well, we can't use that yet. I don't think we've got... No, we haven't got access to that either. Can't use that yet. Specialization points. temporal agent packet, space weapon booster pack, space weapon equipment pack, booster pack, ground equipment booster pack. Activating this item will grant you a choice of receiving one of the following. All items from the above packs are purple very rare quality and are the highest mark usable by lieutenants. I should have used that then. That's probably where I got this weapon from, and this one. From a pack like that from earlier leveling up. So I'm going to use it. And of course, do we want more space weapons? One or more beam weapons, one or more cannon weapon. Deflector, shield, or impulse. Console. I think we need a tactical console. So that's what I'm going to get. A tactical console. And it's given me 3 consoles. Now that's the one I wanted. A phaser boosting console. A better shield console. And a better armor console. Nice. That makes it easier. You can see I've forgotten everything there is about temporal agents. So, activate this. Let's have a look at my ground skills. That's all we've got for the ground. We'll put the grenade up here. Target optics, we use that a few times. That's everything. That's what we're going to need for ground. I need another tactical console, but I haven't got one. How do I activate this? This device cannot be sold or... Ah, that's how. It's like Delta Recruit. So I've done nothing so far. That's been claimed. Nothing to claim here yet. Okay, so we're still waiting for all that stuff. Waiting to reach the right level for all that stuff. I wonder, do I have to put that in a device slot? I don't think so. I think it... Shouldn't there be a clicky for it? Maybe not. Must remember to set the loadouts. Did I do that on my previous ship. Let me just check. No, I didn't. I didn't bother with doing loadouts. Maybe loadouts didn't exist back then. I don't remember. Let's have a look at the requisitions guy. I wonder if there's any free stuff. I don't think so. No, there wouldn't be. Okay, now let's decorate the ship. Ooh, that looks quite nice. But it says 750 Zen. That's a cheek. Interesting. Not so interesting. That might be the one. Bridge. Ooh. Was that something I bought? That was something I bought on my main character. That's also unlocked account-wide, obviously. And it's the interior for the old Constitution class. I think I'm going to cheat a bit and use it. Use my veteran skin. I can't seem to get it to look original series. You can't really tell with the colour in here. That'll do it for now. How can I customize it further? How can you have a fleet emblem when you're not in a fleet? Oh, that looks good. Slightly different from what other people would choose, I believe. Though the coloration effect might not be working right. But we won't know till we go out into space, so let's save that. Load it. Load it again just to be sure. Purchase. Ellie has invited you to join Discovery Command. No thank you, I don't want to join someone else's fleet. But thanks for the offer anyway. Nobody's sending me messages, that's why I don't want to be rude by injecting someone's fleet. But I've got my own fleet I have to join. Well, not have to, want to. But I won't do that just yet. Right, I'm going to go and talk to that temporal agent guy just to have a look. Here he is, Philip Cree.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
What rewards have been unlocked by my other characters? Require level 20 plus. Who are you?
Well, where do I start?
Just reminding myself of who they are. Yeah,
Only...
I remember him.
Greetings, how can I assist? Greetings, how can I assist?
Okay, so I remember him now. Okay, I think we're ready to do that mission. So, crack a bottle on the hull. God, I love the old series transport effect. To leave Earth orbit, exit to press sector and exit to press. Well, I can't be bothered to read. See what the coloration looks like. That's not bad. Right, what I've got to do is arrange my tools. Another fleet invite. Yeah, they're all looking for noobs to invite. Trouble is, I'm not a noob. Oh, James has invited you to join Dark Star's Order, but the invitation never came up and I wouldn't have accepted it anyway. Besides, I know nothing about that fleet, so... Now, I'm supposed to have a fleet emblem on my ship, but I'm not in a fleet. So what is this Scorpion? I'm not using a keybind on this character, although I probably could, because it works on all characters. Right, let's have a look at the tool tray, see if we can set it up in my more preferred manner. Start from scratch. That way it's not confusing. So attack pattern alpha, that's very important for a tactical officer. Fire wheel. Engineering team. Basic maneuvers. We've skipped over the shoot and shuttle for now. Tactical team. Torpedo. And the unusual tractor beam that I wouldn't normally be using. Shield battery, because we haven't got a shield here yet. Reverse polarity yet. And probably an auxiliary bat to go next to it. Means we can put our weapons here, although we technically don't really need to put weapons on. We have to put shields on as well. But technically we don't need to put these on. That's everything. Cinnable to fire. There we go. He's not going to be a broadside by the looks of things, not in this ship. Be forward firing. The torpedo surprise. That's why I'm thinking it might be worth to put a beam bank, that beam bank on instead. Could even put on disruptor cannon, but that would ruin the tactical console. That wouldn't work with the tactical console. Yeah, I'm thinking it is wise to put on the beam bank instead of the beam array. Which is what I'm going to do. In the middle. So now he's a forward firing boat since he's got a beam bank. I could put the cannon on, but I don't really want to. I like to stick with either cannons or beams, but not mix them. Make sure you click the one you want power sent to first. Click them in order of where you want power sent to them. Minus 15 defense rating. That's not good. 100% power. Well, it is a low ranking character, so he's not going to have anything good right now. Good for this level, but not good for much else. Now, do I want to rearrange these? What are my weapons doing right now? Very little. But that's to be expected with this gear. So if I push the weapon power all the way up, now what's going on? That's increased things nicely. And I'm going to push shields and engines up by putting auxiliary down, because I feel I might need the defense at this level. Now, what would be more important, engines or shields? I think shields at this level. We're not going to need much auxiliary, especially in a tactical officer. No science abilities. I mean, look at this, drains 5. So yeah, it's a long time before we'll be able to do any proper damage. %% maximum pole hit points, that might be important at the moment. Increases whole restoration. I think we're okay because we're not going to be going up against severe enemies at this point. We just want to Starfleet's low-ranking lackeys at the moment. I'm going to rearrange my HUD because I generally like my power levels. How do I move it? To be this side. My shields. And I don't need my bridge officers to be visible. And that's a bit more like what I'm used to. Okay. Make a couple of loadout slots. Since they're free. And I've got no duty officers to use. Okay, that's them saved. We don't get access to reputation until later levels, I don't believe. And we don't get specializations to level 50. Use a question mark, a mystery from time. Oh, that reminds me. Ground devices. always good to have hypos, battery, shield batteries, weapon, power cells. Invited you to join the one. It's a fleet invite. I'm going to have to get my main to send this character a fleet invite so that he can be in a fleet and thus not get fleet invites anymore. Opens to grant 2 specialization points, must be level 60 to open. Now I better go back to ground in order to slot these, and I've got nothing else that can go here except the surfboard, and we're not going to be going to riser for that. And we may as well give some of these heals to my other characters as well, so you may as well have one, and some batteries as well. And you may as well have some. You can have some. I'm going to put the riser surfboard on just because I've got nothing else to put on. Just so I can clear space in my inventory as well for any drops that come. I'm leaving this junk in my inventory in case I get more officers or something like that. So I go back to space dock and put these devices onto my characters, onto my character. Or I just visit the academy for the very first time on this character. I believe it's the first time. It's quicker than flying to space dock. Now we can put some heals onto his bar. That comes off. Give him a hypo. A shield charge. And a weapon charge. And that rice thing, it doesn't need to be put on. But we'll place it somewhere anyway. Now he can beam back up. And he's in a different part of space dock now. A different parking zone. Everything's still in place and nothing's dropped out of place. So let's do this mission at last. Finally! Now that I've caught up with everything. So it's go to SS Azure. Let's go. Click this icon next to the mission to automatically plot a course. to the mission location. That icon. Or you can just open the map and click where the circle appears. Click the circle that appeared whenever you've got a mission. But my agent of yesterday is finally flying through space 100 years later than he should be. He's no longer flying through original series space. He's now, for the first time, flying through next generation space. And he's flying slow. What warp are we at? Warp 5.62. With no quantum slipstream.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship. Communications and life support failing. Cannot eject warp core. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
Sounds like you need an engineer more than you need a tactical. I'll help you. I'm coming. I'll save the day. Wherever you are. Civilian ships such as the SS Azura are essential to trade and the transport of goods in the Federation. Lightly armed and with minimal defences, these ships depend on Starfleet to keep space safe as they ferry goods and passengers across the quadrant. I'm a-coming to rescue you. A man at a time.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
Tamek, keep tracking that distress call. That looks like the Azure. And there's the Orions. Giving them hell. Trying to take advantage of a disabled ship. Are we going to scan for materials? Maybe afterwards. Sir, sensors are picking up several light attack craft on an intercept course. We will need to deal with them before we can render aid to the SS Azure. Full power to shields. Helm, take us in range. Let's blast them. Scanning radiation will cause wave. Scan a mini game to appear. Yeah, we will in a minute. Whoa, yeah, look at the weapon sky. My spacebar is triggering the weapons. Keybind must be active even though I haven't got the keybind tray up. The keybind that I entered on my name. No, I didn't need to use any of that. Take our reward. Commodities. Yeah, I've got a keybind that I entered on my main character into chat. And it triggers tray 10 of my tool trays. I'm not sure, but it might be triggering my weapons when I hit spacebar. It might be working across all characters, I don't know. That's why when I hit spacebar my weapons trigger, even though I haven't entered a keybind for this character. Anyway, scan. Oh, it's got the original scanner. That's our first bit of material. we've ever gotten. Anyway, sorry I'm late as well, but I was scanning materials and picking up treats, loot. But you seem to have handled one of the bad guys. Oh no, there he is. Let's try high yield torp. There we go. Die, die, die! Give me an attack pattern alpha. A shield battery and some repairs. Right. Let's scan the Azure. Are you alright? You're still there? Captain, I'm detecting elevated radiation levels on the Azure. I've alerted the transporter chief to of the situation. She can brief you before you beam over to the Azure. Waiting, report to the transporter room. Okay, let me just remind myself of my officers. We've got an Andorian, a Tellarite, looks like Vulcan but could be human, and some guy. I should rename him some guy. Use the B key to toggle between shooter mode and RPG mode. I prefer not to use things like that. Speak to transporter chief. Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azure. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the AOY team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azure's critical damage is repaired. Step onto the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir. Try to keep a lock on us and prepare to transport the survivors. Estimate a Vulcan. Well, stay still so I can see your ears. I believe she is. Let me just check. Yeah, Vulcan. Andorian. Tellarite. He's a Vulcan too, then. So, 2 Vulcans, a Tellarite and an Andorian. Talk about a cross-cultural crew. Very modern of me. Multinational ship. Beam out. Let's go kill something. Shut down the plasma leaks. There's 3 of them. Sir, I'm picking up multiple life signs. Some of them are the Azure captain and crew, but the rest are Orion. Plasma leaks are blocking our path to the survivors. We will need to use the consoles to safely vent the plasma. Rescuing survivors is our top priority because we're friggin' heroes. Those aren't plasma leaks, obviously. Any Orions wanting to stop us from fixing plasma leaks? Any scannables to pick up? Always good to search around. You never know, you might get an accolade or find us something to scan. like that. Or just rifle through someone's cargo and steal their stuff, why not? Yeah, it's like paramedics taking your wallet because they're not paid enough. And they think if you're that desperate to need their help, you're desperate enough to pay for it. Yep, Starfleet officers stealing cargo. Anything in there? No. Anything in there? Maybe. Let's have a look. Ah, there's a dying person. Kick, you alright? Scan crew member. Oh, I like the original tricorder. The crew member is critically injured and you do not have the training needed to assist them. Science career is required to complete this task. Well, there might be a tactical thing I can do later on. Inside of the ship looks like Rosanna Station. Right, let's switch off the first plasma leak. Oh, it's an Orion. Kill it. Die. And another one. Die. We got him. We got him. We got them bad old boys. Because I'm a low-level character, I'm going to take every single piece of loot I can get my hands on. Even if I don't need it, I can always put it in the replicator. Right, anything in here? Hey, you're an Orion. You don't belong here. Hang on, Tard Milk. Take item. Can't do nothing for you, sorry, I'm not a scientist. Or a doctor. I'm a tactical, damn it. I'm not a doctor, damn it, I'm a tactical. Scantronium gas. One day I might be crafting something. Anything up there? Any way to get up there? There wouldn't be an accolade available up there or something. Bypass plasma conduit. Sounds like it's switched off. Now, is there a way to get up there? Because you never know, there might be an accolade or something up there. Sometimes it's rarely. But I don't see any way to get up there. So maybe not. Anything in that room? Nope. Door locked. Bulkhead sealed. Okay, anything in this room? Nope. Anything in this one? Yep. Hey, what are you doing stealing the cargo? Bloody pirates. Not putting up much of a challenge. Any scannables or anything here? Any crates I can rifle through because I'm just as bad as an Orion? Oh, bypass plasma conduit. I might have figured a way up there. No, no accolade up here. Nothing up here. What if I went back to one of the other rooms? Would I get an accolade for doing this? It's not really important. Probably not a damage accolade anyway. They're the only ones worth having. Speak with Captain Grot. Scanning the warp core, Captain. Catastrophic failure of antimatter containment. Warp core breach is imminent. Captain, unless the breach is contained, the Azure will be destroyed. Ah, well, it's a piece of crap ship anyway. Before I help out, I've got to get paid. And I need my consumables. That's my paycheck. My materials, sorry. More trolling gas. Any other scannables around? No. Okay, then let's talk to the captain. Hello, Captain Brot. How you doing?
We hit an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship.
Ah, nasty ones, them Orions.
I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
I'll help your crew. But first, I want to have a look around. This is what I always do in Star Trek when I'm not rushing. I always like to have a look around, see what's what. See if there's anything to steal, any loot to get my grubby little hands on. No. Okay, what's that glowing console there? It's probably for an engineering character. Containment on the warp core is failing and there is nothing you can do to stop it. You need to get your away team and the survivors off this ship as soon as possible. Engineering training is required to complete this optional task. Okay. What's on the other side of the warp core? Nothing. Okay, let's get these little idiots to safety. Uh-oh. Bogey people everywhere. Some missions have hidden accolades you can earn for your character. Accolade Tactical Open Plasma Conduit. Okay, let's consume some Orions with this. When you were in the Academy, you studied mission reports from the USS Archer. In one instance, crew on the Archer reconfigured a plasma conduit and used it to disable a group of Klingons who had boarded their vessel. You might be able to do something similar. Well, Captain Archer was 200 years ago, 100 years before my birth time, so I can see myself having studied that. Let's just hope it doesn't kill his beagle. Are you dying yet? Oh, they died in synchronism. Accolade complete tactical thinking. It's are there? Can we reactivate the other plasma thingies? No? Why have you got a thing above your head? The radiation has done too much damage to this patient's cellular structure. There's nothing more that can be done for them. So we just leave them to die. Okay. Decrease the surplus population. Now, will they attack me before I can get into one of these rooms? Whichever room is open. Yes, they will. But my bridge officers, they're a good crew. They might be able to handle it. No. He's dead, Jim. And you killed them yet? Idiots. You know, you can pick up something and throw it at them. I know your taxes cover my pay packet, but still, help out. Or do you think Federation taxes for nothing? Any more of you scummy Orions about? Anything more appeared in any of these rooms? No? Is there a boss Orion at some point? Go to the transport room. We'll be right behind you. In other words, you're the bait. Away Team 2, Stitching Time A. Chief, are you ready for transport? The Azor's radiation levels are returning to normal. The survivors of the Azor's crew are on the transporter pad. We don't have much time. Get these people off this ship now! Well, they got suspended in transporter for a while. Transporter's lagging a bit, sir. We have them, sir. Sensors detect more Orion ships on the way. Captain, we need you back on the bridge. Use transporter. Nothing else to scan around here. No more Orions about. Let's beam off. Where's my crew? Where's my crew? Why didn't you beam me directly to the bridge under a tactical situation like Picard did when he met that first Borg cube? He beamed his away team directly to the bridge. You guys, rent please. You're going to be on my ship for a while. I want some rent. Go to the bridge. Captain, incoming message from the Orions, putting it on screen.
Leave now if you know what's good for you, Starfleet. We're taking the ship, her crew, and her cargo.
The Azor and her crew are under Starfleet protection, you lovely lady. You want to fight? Let's fight. There you go. Oh, that's her big ship, I bet. And I wasted attack pattern alpha on the lackeys. I've got no shield here other than the battery that I don't want to waste. Got a whole heal though. we're doing okay though. Where did those weapons fires come from? Let's give her a talk. The shields are down. Maybe a talk will finish you off. Yeah. Oh, they're coming from little fighters that I can barely see and target. I'll use a tab key to target that one. Have we got time to scan? Captain, we need to get within range to try to get a transporter lock on Captain Brott. We'll save you, Captain Brott. Attempting to get transport lock on Captain Brott. Sir, boosting containment. Ah, crap. We have a captain, but our ship is a goner. Oops. Captain Brott is safely aboard, sir, and just in time too. We got her just before the ship exploded. Captain Brott has requested that we take her and her crew to sector space. Starfleet will get them home from there. She said she would be happy to speak with you if you wish. I'll speak with the captain.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What was the Azor's mission?
Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment, but I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for Tranya. I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way. You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Tell me about the Orions.
There's thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble if you ask me. Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem has gotten worse since the Orions allied with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids.
I have another question.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What happened to the Azura?
We have been having trouble with the warp core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but
Continue.
when the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to help stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power from the shields to the containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble and were waiting for the right time to pounce.
I have another question.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What will you do
Go
now?
back to Belarus for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting.
Well, aren't you the lucky business person? Most people would be put out of business by the loss of their ship.
You
I
saved
have
my
another
crew.
question. No, I
I'll
don't.
tell you whatever I can.
Thank you, Captain. That is all. Depart system. Ready to leave the system on your command, sir. Not yet. There's a scanner ball around here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Can't see it. There it is. Take. Now if we use the V key, let's give us any more. Which there is. There's one over there. Yep, always wise to do this. Well, unless you're rich. My main character wouldn't do it because he's rich. Oops. Any more? V key? No, no more. So we can depart the system now. We failed to save the Azor. Starfleet's not going to be happy. Our first mission was a disaster.
Done. You saved that crew just in time.
Oh, alright then. Don't give a crap about the ship then. Azure personal comm code. That's useful because you can call the Azure from time to time to empty out your inventory into your bank and things like that. Got some armor, got some shield, got a field stabilizing warp core. Continue.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Accolade complete. Duty officers unlocked. Hello, Lieutenant Commander. I've heard of your recent accomplishments and would like to congratulate you. You're exactly the sort of captain Starfleet needs as an example for young officers here at the Academy. Please join me here on Earth to discuss some promising new officers. Speak with Lieutenant Ferreira at Starfleet Academy. I look forward to speaking with you and to pet your head and give you a little cotton ball to play with and feed you some Shiva and Felix and give you a little bit of string to play with. So, new officer, hail Starfleet 2
We have a
report.
diplomatic
Hang on.
mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Bajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You were to escort Ambassador Soketh to Bajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Escort Vulcan Ambassador Soketh to Monastery on Bajem in the Beta Quadrant. You can find the ambassador at Vulcan, which is located in the Beta Quadrant. You will receive the following rewards. Accept. That's obviously my next mission. But before we do that mission, let's take a break from Starfleet orders and hail Starfleet 2 report. New officer. New crew assignments are available at Earthspace. Contact bridge officer requisitions to select the new crew member of the USS Stitch and Time A. Hail Starfleet Command. Hail Starfleet to report. I could either get a Packcliffe, a Bolian, or a Ferengi. Oh, a Bajoran, sorry. A Packlet, a Bajoran, or a Ferengi. I wonder what I'm going to need. Well, I've got I've got 3 tacticals. So it's either a science or an engineer I'm going to need. And I think on a tactical vessel, science may not be as important as engineering. So I think I'm going to get an engineer, which would be a Packlid. Okay. We get to see what abilities they've got as we mouse over them. Space abilities, increased power level, increased weapon power level, damaged crew subsystems. Hang on a minute. Let me get this right. Emergency paddle weapons 1, boarding party 1, eject board plasma 1, axial beam, ground abilities, Dunluck, aggressive, basic PK, superior, covert, chronoton, mind barrier, weapons, malfunction, coverture, weapon, and the Bajoran has. I'm looking for traits, not skills. Hail Starfleet and Dunluck plus crit chance. That sounds like a trait. But it's a ground trait. I want space traits. Virtual. Yeah, I'm still going to go for the engineer though. Greetings, Captain. My name is Stablingbolg. I have been assigned to the USS Needle and I am ready to serve as a member of your crew. You've been assigned to my shuttlecraft, the USS Needle, not the USS Stitch in Time. Choose join if you wish me to join your crew. Choose not now if you want to decide later. If you choose not now, I will move to your approach officer candidate menu. When you are ready, press U. Yeah, we know all that. So I'm going to have him join the crew because I don't need a training manual from him, and I don't need to, I've got a spare slot to put him in. So okay, we're not going to change his uniform or his name. Oh, looks like I'm going to get when I go to speak with Lieutenant Ferrer at Starfleet Academy, I'm going to get duty officers. Why don't I just speak to him now from where I am? Because I can't. I've got to go to the academy to speak to him, to pick up some duty officers, to pick up crew, lower-ranking crew. Because I've now got access to duty officers. I'm going to have a roster at last, and I can put some onto active. That's what going to the academy will give me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the academy. But before we do that, there is one thing we've got to do, and that's have a look at Stablingbolg. Well, his items are rubbish. We can give him. Are these from the mission? There's nothing better than what I've got from the mission, is there? Let's go to the academy and sort that out. I won't waste the transport, and I'll save that mission for later. We'll just pop to Starfleet Command Academy on our way to picking up that Vulcan. Oh, and look, down on my toolbar we've got the Azor trade freighter thing. It's appeared as my ward. I wish I had that on my main. I deleted it by accident on my main character. I don't know if you can reclaim it or not. Anyway, I can move it out of the way from this so I don't accidentally press it at any time. There's nothing new here. Loadouts aren't holding. But we can sort that out in a minute. Enter solar system. After so long of playing with endgame characters, you forget the simple joys of just leveling up a normal character from start. Well, we've got to talk to Lieutenant Ferrer because he's furry. Lieutenant need a ball of string. Lieutenant eats spiders in the bathtub. Is that him? Yep, that's him. Hello, Lieutenant Farah. I understand you've got some shoe shiners for me. Some DOFs. DOF, Duty Officer, D-Off, for those that don't know. And BOF is B Officer, Bridge Officer. Anyway, continue. Look at that, I've got a whole crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 by the looks of things. Thanks, Fairy. Okay, so have we got better gear? Yes, we've got better armour. We don't have better personal shields. We don't have a better weapon. But we can put another one of them on. That looks like all we can do for now. This guy anyway. Do you have anything more to put on? Not there. So, since we changed armour, that means we can give Tarsi better armour. I wonder what he is. Ah, the Tellarite is a blue officer. Sorry, the Packlet is a blue officer. So he might replace my current Bridge Officer, who is only green. So let's do that. Let's replace the Tellarite with a Packlet. And we've got emergency power weapons now instead of engineering team. That might be worth sacrificing a little whole heal for a bit more weapons oomph. Bear has invited you to Raiders of Starfleet. No thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. I've got my own fleet I need to join. Now, since we've taken... Let's have a look at the Tellarite's traits, wherever he's gone. He hasn't got any space traits. But we can put him on ground. We can have him replace this officer on ground as well. Which means we transfer this officer's gear over to him. Well, there's nothing really good to transfer anyway. You've been rejected. Now, let's have a look. Right, we've got Tarsi. She can't have the captain's stuff, but and there's no new stuff to give her. This may take a bit of time. Tarsi deserves anything. The best armor that isn't on captain. And that armor might be better than what she's got. Yeah, it is. But that's equipped on me. No, I don't think we can do any better for her right now than what she's already got. Oh, maybe we can. Yeah, okay, you can have that. No, we're not going to do any better with shielding for our weapons. But what we can do is give her some of that so she can survive better. My next most powerful officer is obviously the new one, but I tend to go for tactical as the shooters. Yeah, we'll stick with that. I think we're going to stick with what you've already got. So that's those, the two ground tactical. Which means stabbing will have this. That leaves these two that aren't space or ground, in use as space or ground. Well, let's give you some armor then, even though you're not going to be using it. And we'll also give you a better weapon, so maybe one of them needs a better weapon. No, I don't think so. You can have a better weapon. And you can have whatever crap's left over, because you've been rejected. There's a shield for you. Hope you like that. This is charity, by the way. You need to step up your game. You got replaced by a packet, mate. What kind of argument you got about that? Which one of these weapons will I give him? Because he doesn't really need a weapon. So, Tarsi's got hypos, energy and shield battery. Jared's got hypos. Will they stack on those? Yes. There's no shield batteries or energy cycles to give anyone else. Nothing else to give away. So that's the academy portion done. We can't promote anyone yet. Oh, we can promote stabbing. Let's forget to do that. And we've got another space point we can spend. And I really think we should put a space point into defense. We could put it into drain or electroplasma system. That might be interesting, but he's a tactical officer. So I'm thinking I'm going to build up his tactical skills more than anything else. Engines or power? They always seem to need power. Oh, it's hard to decide. Screw it. Do I want threat control or hangar weaponry? Well, hangar weaponry I suppose would be more engineering science type thing, so threat control. And threat control doesn't mean holds and resists, holds and stuff. It means more weapons to me. Now we've done the ground bit, so now we beam up. And see what a spacey bit we've got to do. Right, have we got any other little clickies to put on? Doesn't look like it yet. Have we got better equipment that we can attach? Oh, there's a plasma torpedo, but it doesn't seem as good as the one I've already got. Besides some phasers and photons, just a personal favourite for decorative purposes, really. Now, would that warp core be better? Free bonus shield power 5, maximum shield power 5 starship, improves travel in sector space, or 7.5 sector speed. Yep, that's a bit of warp core. Anything else that's better? Shielding maybe? Yep. No, do we have capability deflector yet? No. Doesn't look like it. Do you have a better engine yet? No. Anything else that's better we can put on more of them. Oh, they don't stack together. Why not? They're the same thing. These are exactly the same, and yet they don't stack. I seem to recall that was a bug that is of low priority to fix. Doesn't really matter. Just glancing. Hang on a minute, deflectors. I've just spotted some. No, the deflectors aren't better. No better science console or engineering or tactical consoles yet. There's emergency powered weapons, that's the important one. Well, tractor beam cannon. I'll move out of the way now. Because we need to get emergency powered weapons at one of the earliest activatable positions. So I can just click, 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 click if I need to. Probably won't at this level, but still. We don't have any new traits or anything, I don't think. Stations is good. Reputation not available yet, so bridge officer, duty officer, sorry. Well, we can put on some active ground and active space. What qualities are available? Right, got one green one. Recharge time reduced on all transwarp abilities. Who gives a rubbish about that? So we don't want the green. Uncommon guy. Chance to reduce the time to recharge when using subsystem attacks, which we're not doing. Using subsystem, which we're not doing. Weapons officer, chance to reduce the time to recharge torpedoes. That might be useful. Recharge time reduced for engineering team, which we haven't got at the moment. We did have, but we wanted emergency powered weapons instead. Chance to reduce recharge time for deflector abilities. Debuff targets offensive damage with sensor scan. Is that all we've got? Well, torpedo guys going on. Because we are using a torp. And that's the only one that's of any real use at the moment. So we might as well increase our state to space speed since reduce our transwarp, even though we don't have transwarp yet, I wouldn't think. We can always put on things that we might use in the future when we get better ships. I never use subsystem attack, even when I've got that ability, I don't use it. So, that's 5 of our 7 new space officers. That That means we should have 8 ground officers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did the 9th one come from? So what are we going to need on the ground? Got 1 green one, the rest are all white. Chance to beam down additional security escort when using security team. That's something a tactical officer's going to use quite a bit. So let's put that on, just in case we will need it at some point. Additional security team. Chance to beam in additional phaser disruptor or plasma turret. That's an engineering thing. Chance to beam down additional security escort again. Fabrication engineer. Chance to beam in an additional support drone. Chance to increase range to damage with equipment diagnostic. Reduce recharge time for combat supply. Chance to beam down additional medical support when using hyper. That might be useful. On use of medical tricorder or vascular regenerator, chance to increase your maximum hit points. So these officers aren't exactly useful to the abilities I've got at the moment. I should really be looking at what my away team has. And there's nothing really important. Tricorder scan. So I wonder if these work off of bridge officer abilities. I don't think so, somehow. It's not beaming in anything. Neither are the tactical officers. So I'm just going for an extra security team. It's my chances of getting more security escorts. If I ever get that ability, that is. So if ever I get a tool that says beam in security officers, I'll be able to beam in more. I wonder, can I do duty officer assignments yet? Yes, I can. Mystery assignment. assignments. I think I will do these ones, although that's a really long one to do, 20 hours. Always good to do the ones that are chains. Completing this assignment will open up additional possible. We sell colonists. Well, colonists are good to sell. Secure trade routes from minor species. Should really do the tactical ones first, since I'm a tactical character. Tactical and security ones. You never know, that might help somehow. That's if I can do any more. No. Medical? No. Science? There's some science ones that can be done. Operations? Undergo Vulcan ritual? Well, we're doing a Vulcan mission right now, so I might as well have that one going. Not that it matters. How many assignments am I able to do at this level? 16 slots. So there's only science and medical. There's only science that I can do. Audit credentials of geologist. That's it. No more assignments that I can do. Yep, that's obviously it for now. Not that they're important to me. Save to standard. Ah, we got some dilithium to refine. Can't do the Admiralty or the R&D. I've set up the roster properly. We've done everything we can do at this level, I think, without going into way too much detail. Okay, I think we're ready to do this episode, but since this video has been long and boring, I'm going to leave it for the next video. I'm just going to go to sector space, head to Vulcan, and then park there, and then the video, and do that episode in the next video. So, we're going to the neighbourhood. We're going to see our stuck-up neighbours, the Vulcans. I'm going to do that in the next video because this video has gotten a bit long and boring right now, so as I try to catch up with what I've forgotten about my temporal agent character. Oh, it's hot in here. 3 suns. Go to Vulcan system. So here we are at the Vulcan system, ready for the next video. Let's hope it's not another year till I do it. So I'm going to end it here. I may even get my maid to send him a fleet invite. But thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. But there you go. Bye. What? Oh! I just pressed the wrong recording button. I nearly had a heart attack and thought I wasn't recording. But I was using different recording software. Sorry. Well, let me say goodbye this time properly. Ending the correct recording software.